Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Washington Wizards here in Capital One Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. And here's a look at who's out for the evening.
Tough luck, guys, for both teams here in the early going. This is when your determination is tested.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Antetokounmpo is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Flag. Then there's Christie, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for the Wizards, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. Kispert is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Sarr in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Now, here's Ball. For the screen on McCollum. Ball, the pass to Gafford. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, trying to defend an athletic 7-footer like Daniel Gafford is not easy, folks. Just gets the contact right there.
You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
So, Doris, after finishing last season with the second worst record in the NBA, the Wizards sliding to the number 6 pick in the lottery.
Listen, Kevin, obviously this is not ideal, but I don't consider in a deep draft this to be the worst case scenario. You have to be patient, continue to build the right way, and your player evaluation in the draft is absolutely critical.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
For the screen on Middleton to the paint and stolen by Sarr. And here is Kispert. Middleton outside. And a miss there on the triple. Now Ball. Giannis outside. Over in the corner, Christie. Back to Antetokounmpo. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Coulibaly with it. Pass to Sarr. Now McCollum. And the rejection by Gafford.
Wow. A big body and not afraid to get physical. Daniel Gafford send it back.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. McCollum outside. Back to Middleton. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Count that one.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
And the first one drops.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Bagley, he's checked in for Alexander Saar. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
A putback. Bagley with the rebound. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Koulibaly. Now here's Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Over flag. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Ball. 33 points last game. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Only one player gets credit for the steal, but really both defenders made it happen on that one.
McCollum against Christie. Shot from 16. McCollum, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Flag with it. Now defended by McCollum. Outside, Ball. Pass to Christie. Clock at 6. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kispert, the pass to McCollum. Wide open shot is on the money.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Ball. No scoring in this one. The shot's good from Gafford.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Wizards trail by 3. Now Koulibaly. Pass to Middleton. Wants to get it to Gafford and does. Now Christie. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Middleton. 11 points last game. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now you have to be a little bit more cautious on the defensive end. That's his second, and there's a long way to go.
Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Koulibaly with it. Pass to Kispert. McCollum right side. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 7.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Here's Flag. The lead is 2. Over Koulibaly. And it's Flag missing.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Nice decision by McCollum, giving up the rock.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. George, he's checked in for the Wizards. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Christie. 11-point game his last outing. And he banks in the layup. Christie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Kispert, and the dunk by Kispert.
You can't be one-dimensional. Corey Kispert willing to put it on the floor and get to the rim.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Christie. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. And Adams now top of the key. Over Koulibaly. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Vukcevic is checked in, and Carlton Carrington subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Carrington missing. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Memphis.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
So it's the Wizards now, following the score by Dallas. Nice ball movement by Washington. 6 to shoot. Pass to George. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And again, Washington, no good.
I mean, come on. Jack that one in the face of some strong defense. You got to think twice about that next time.
Flag. And he gets it back. Here's Christie. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Bagley. Now Carrington. Still scoreless. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, what's better than a big-time three in response? Bub Carrington have at it.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Christie. Defended by Carrington. 11 feet away. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Doris, energy on both ends. Threes and defense. That's Max Christie in a nutshell.
The very prototypical Kevin 3-and-D player, but I think what I like about Max is there's room for growth. I think he can deck it and become a playmaker.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Coulibaly. And then for Dallas, A.J. Green, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Exum comes in for Max Christie. And it's Trey Mann in for Flag. The putback, and it's Adams on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 4. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Dallas.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Mann following the bucket by the Wizards. Screen by Adams. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And that one falls for Mann.
I think when you think about the young man, Trey Mann, it's that he brings such a high motor. You never have to wind him up. Believe it or not, such a valuable attribute.
He's off on the second. Doris, it's been fun watching Keyshawn George start his career. And he had quite the journey to get here.
He certainly did. Consider, he was born in Switzerland. His dad is from Canada, but his dad played pro in Europe. George plays for a club team in France and then goes to the U.S. for college. It's sort of been a meandering and diverse education.
Good on the shot.
What we know unequivocally is Mann has no fear attacking the rim. That's a good-looking move.
Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Exum. Johnson can't hit. Mavericks leading by 3. Marshall sets a screen for Exum. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Champagnie. He has yet to score. Now, here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for the Mavericks. 3-point lead. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Here's Carrington. After Dante Exum's bucket, Johnson gets the bucket.
That wingspan of Johnson helps him score around the rim. It's about 6'10", which is very good for a wing.
Mann with it, defended by Carrington. Here's Green. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Mavericks leading by 3. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Marshall finds Mann. Adams with the screen on Johnson. Here's Exum. Connects in the foul line jumper. Exum's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Dante Exum figuring it out in the pick and roll. He knows how to shoot off a screen.
Johnson inside. He's defended by Exum. Second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Screen by Adams. Puts one up from 19. Tips it. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again.
The previous play is under review.
At this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So, good call, fella.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Wizards trail by 3. C.J. McCollum out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. McCollum, no good. Mavericks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Flag with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence in getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Outside, George. Pass to Sarr. That ball's nice speed that time from George. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded out half-court back? Titles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era.
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
And here we go. It's tipped. Pass to Champagny. McCollum outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
The Wizards shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Max Christie comes in for Exum. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
First free throw is good.
Guys, LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players with the younger generation, and I think it's the flair and the style and the freedom he brings to the game of basketball.
Ball hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Washington trailing. It's McCollum on the wing. And Ball with the block.
A defensive shutdown from LaMelo Ball, just anticipating that shot.
Hits it from three-point range. Ball's got 5 points so far.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
They double-team McCollum. Middleton on the wing. Here's the three. Cans it from downtown. Middleton's got his second bucket.
And I love seeing Middleton rise up there with confidence, knocking it down for that corner three.
On the wing, Christie. Gafford inside. Working on Czar.
Most dangerous on the interior. That is Daniel Gafford right there.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting for Dallas, Daniel Gafford at the line for two.
And that one falls for Gafford.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Gafford cans them both.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
Now here's McCollum. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Cleveland. Koulibaly with a screen on Ball. 6 to shoot. Back to Kispert. Nice ball movement by Washington. Middleton for three. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. The shot's good from Christie.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Washington with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Starr's shot is off.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Christie kicks to Giannis. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got 4 rebounds in this game. McCollum outside. Kisper with it. Now defended by Flair. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Wizards making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. Now here's Gafford. Again the miss by the Mavericks. Saw the pass to McCollum. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Monday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
No good on the second free throw.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Here's Ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Mavericks, LaMelo Ball. At the line for 1.
That's good from Ball.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. Coming off a terrific season, averaged about 25 points per game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Mavericks leading by 6. And here is Ball. He's got 8. Gafford sets the pick for Ball. From the stripe, 2 points. That one goes. Ball's got 10 points.
Well, you have to be willing to take what the defender gives you. LaMelo Ball gets into that mid-range, makes the defender pay.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Washington. Inside, Gafford with the steal. Bagley against Antetokounmpo. 14 feet away. Tries again. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to McCollum. And here's Bagley. Now Sarr. The Mavericks pull it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Christie. And it's Ball in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Kicks it out to McCollum. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Gafford passes to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Outside, Bagley. Pass to McCollum. Stolen by Ball. And it's the Mavericks on the break. From deep, Giannis. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Let's make some noise for your Wizards answer.
So for the Wizards, Vukcevic is checked in, and it's Johnson in for Coulibaly. And then for Dallas, Adams, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Trey Mann in for Flag. Down low. Here's Vukcevic, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, I love to see Corey Kispert share the wealth like that. This is exactly what helps team chemistry.
You know, Kispert is often labeled as a shooter, but DB has much more to his game.
There is no doubt, Kev. He moves the ball. He can attack a closeout. He's going to work very hard as a cutter. This is just a young man that plays the right way.
And Washington has possession. Following LaMelo Ball's 3. And that one is good. And that's now 6 points for Johnson.
What an unselfish play. Carrington looking to get others involved.
Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Marshall. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Wizards trail by 12. Here's Vukcevic. And that one, good. Vukcevic has got 9.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Christie. 3-pointer. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Washington's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And George kicks to Johnson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Mavericks leading by 10. Outside, Ball. On the wing, man. To the inside. Marshall gets the bucket.
Boy, at his position, man knows generating offense is his responsibility. He's always looking for chances to set his guys up.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That is his first foul of the game. Wizards have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Ball. George. And he lays it straight in. George has got his first points of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Christie. Man in the corner. It's stolen by Johnson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's George. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Mavericks leading by 10. Now Christie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Now Carrington. 9 points last game out. Outside, George. Johnson outside. Pocket 6. Stripped away. Stolen by George. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Champagny passes to George. On the wing, Carrington. George with the screen on Ball. Here's Carrington. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ball with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Adams' shot is good.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams could be a force in the pick and roll. There are not many defenders who want to get in his way when he's the roll man.
Pass to Carrington. For 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Ball. Off target with his 3. Wizards trail by 13. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Wizards making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. A.J. Green, he's checked in for Dallas. Exum comes in for Christie. 40 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Ball. Marshall sets a screen for Ball. And here we go. Washington fast break. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Misses the three.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Ball dishes to Marshall. Over George. Here's Ball. Makes it off the glass. Ball's got 18 points in the game.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Dallas. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Right back after this break.
And now, please direct attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. The mystery of the shot. Nice try. It's all good. One more time.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league.
And you lose so much without Kawhi Leonard out there. He can completely take over the game at both ends. Tough, clutch. That's something you can't replace, like if I leave this panel.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Mavericks.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as a rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.